For 7 years, room 2113 of Meadow Ridge Care Center had a small potted plant on its windowsill. It was a simple peace lily, nothing extraordinary. But for everyone who worked there, it was known as the plant that never died. Nurses whispered about it. New staff were told, make sure the window S cracked open for room 2113 always has to be just right for the plant. No one knew exactly who had put it there. No one watered it regularly. Yet, it stayed green. Blooming. Alive. The patient in the room, Mrs. Helen Rhodes, was in a coma. She had been for 7 years. At 86, Helen had slipped into unconsciousness after a stroke, and her family, what little of it was left, visited less and less over time. Eventually, the visits stopped altogether, but the plant remained. And so did her nurse, Jamie. Jamie was 28 when she first met Helen. She had just started at Meadow Ridge, nervous and unsure. Room 2113 was assigned to her rotation. At first, it felt like any other long-term care case. Check vitals, change linens, play soft music, sit in silence. But something about Helen made Jamie pause. She began reading aloud to her. At first, just the news, then poetry, then old love stories. Sometimes she'd share her own life, her breakup, her job stress, her dog named Crouton. She didn't expect anything back, but it helped her feel less alone. And every time Jamie came in, the plant seemed to bloom just a little more. One night, during a particularly difficult week, Jamie sat beside Helen with tears in her eyes. "I don't know if you can hear me, Helen," she whispered, "but I think this place is the only one where I feel like someone's listening. Like really listening." She reached over and touched Helen's hand, just like always. It was warm. She swore. For just a moment. Helen's finger twitched. A week later, a miracle happened. Jamie walked into room 2113 at sunrise, and Helen's eyes were open. At first, she thought it was an illusion, but Helen blinked, moved her hand slightly. Her lips trembled. Jamie ran to get help. Doctors rushed in, nurses followed. Tests were done, machines beeped and buzzed, and slowly, over weeks, Helen came back. She was quiet, still weak, but she was awake. When asked what she remembered, she said something that silenced the room. "I heard everything, all 7 years. Every story, every poem, every tear, especially the one about Crouton needing the remote." Jamie laughed and sobbed at the same time. Helen's recovery was slow but steady. She started speaking more, telling stories of her own, about her husband who built her a bookshelf from scratch, about her daughter who loved to dance, about how she loved lilies, especially peace lilies. One day, she said something that stayed with Jamie forever. "That plant, it kept me tethered. Every morning, the light would hit it just right, and I'd feel it. I wasn't gone. I was just paused." By the time Helen turned 94, she could walk short distances. The plant still bloomed. Then, one morning, she passed peacefully in her sleep, a soft smile on her face, sunlight warming the window, the lily blooming beside her. At her request, her will left one thing to Jamie, the plant, with a note. "You gave me 7 years of stories, and you never gave up on me. Now this is for you, something living, to remind you that even when we think no one's listening, someone always is." Jamie took it home and placed it on her own windowsill. And every morning, she opens the window just enough for the light to fall just right. If this story touched your heart, please subscribe to the channel. And if you stayed till the end, thank you. Stories like this matter because of people like you.